welcome back to my channel. Just before I get into this video, I do just want to say a huge thank you to anyone who took the time to watch my previous video, my first video. It did take a lot of guts for me to put up. I never expected to have the amount of views that I have got so far. So today it has been 6 days since I uploaded that, and I think I'm at around 1.3 thousand views, which I never in a million years expected. So I just want to say thank you to everyone who shared my video, liked it, subscribed, even just watched it. Yeah, thank you so much. So today I am going to be doing the one dip makeup challenge, which you could probably already tell by the thumbnail and the title. Anyone who knows me knows that I need a lot more than one dip of each makeup product to do my makeup. So I think this is going to be quite a challenge for me. I don't think it's even going to look half decent compared to any other videos I've watched of other people doing this. They actually seem to be able to make their makeup look nice and be able to go out in public with the makeup that they've done from this challenge. So fingers crossed I can make it look semi decent, but I definitely do not have high hopes. So I'm just going to get straight into it. I am going to be using the Makeup Obsession All A Blur primer. I will put in the description box everything that I'm using if anybody wants to know. So one squeeze of the bottle. That didn't come out very nice, did it? Anyway, primer is something I don't even know if I believe in. Like, I don't even know if I think it makes a difference to my makeup or how long it lasts, but this one makes my skin feel so nice and soft. Most of this makeup that I'm using today is affordable and you will be able to get in your local Boots or Superdrug, online as well. Obviously the Morphe palette I did get on the Morphe website, which you'll see right now actually, because I'm just about to do my eyebrows. So this is the Morphe palette that I was just talking about. It's called the 39L Hit the Lights palette, and it was a collab between 4 YouTubers. So for my eyebrows I actually do use an eyeshadow because I've tried pencils, pomades, all the rest of it. I don't really like pomades. I feel like they make your eyebrows look a bit too blocky, and that's not really what I go for. I do like pencils. My favourite is probably the NYX or NYX, whatever you want to call it. But for me, powder is just so much better and easier to work with. You can fade it out to as kind of light as you want around the front. You can have it a bit darker at the ends. It's just so much easier to work with in my opinion. And I just use an eyeshadow for that. So usually I will use this shade here for my eyebrows. There is no shade names, so I can't even tell you what the name is. Oh, it's only like one dip. I'm forgetting. So here's my brush that I'm going to be using, just a wee angled brush. One dip? How does anybody do this? Going to need to make sure I really dig in. One dip. Right, so I've got my one dip. I am just going to be using a mirror to look and see what I am doing, so I hope that doesn't distract you. Sorry, I could not talk while I was doing that. I just had to hold my breath and hope for the best. This isn't usually the brush I use, and I noticed that while I was doing it, so this is a wee bit thicker. So they are a bit of a mess right now, but I'm going to use some concealer to clean them up, which is the Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer by NYX. I usually say NYX, but I know a lot of people call it NYX. So I'm just going to put some under each eyebrow and then use this brush to clean it up. So now I'm looking so nice. That's the finished makeup look. Not. Let's just hope I can clean this up and make them look nice. Eyebrows never used to be a big thing for me when I was younger. A lot of my friends would go and get them waxed and tinted. I don't really have any eyebrows, to be honest with you. Like, I have very light eyebrows. They are important on your face, don't get me wrong. Like, I think they shape your face. I think they make a huge difference to what you look like. And I would never do my makeup without filling in my eyebrows. I feel like they look pretty even now. I'm just going to use my finger to blend out this concealer so it's not as bright under my eyebrows. Now I'm just going to take my eyebrow brush again. I have not dipped it in any more product, so I'm not cheating. And I'm just going to try and make that line a bit more sharp. Again, I have not dipped it in any more product, so... Oh, that'll do. God, I am terrified. So now I have put the powder through my eyebrows and cleaned them up with a bit of concealer. I am going to be using my brow gel, which is by ELF. Hopefully this can make them a bit more appealing, as they are not the best right now. I feel like eyebrow gel wouldn't be the hardest because you can just use one side on one eyebrow and then the other side on the other. There we go. So that'll do us. Now on to the skin. So foundation. I love this foundation. So it's by EX1. I bought this in Superdrug. I don't know if you can still get it in there just now or whether it's just Boots that sell it, but I would recommend this foundation to everybody. It's so full coverage, lasts all day long. I actually wore this to a concert where I was dancing, singing, sweating. I went for dinner first, drinks, and it lasted the whole night long. And that was the first time I actually tried it and I just loved it. Would recommend to everyone. It was a makeup artist that actually used it on me the first time, and after that I just had to go out and buy it. So I've been using it ever since, and that was back in February, so I've been using it 10 months? No, a wee bit less than that. 9 months, something like that. Oh, I'm not good at mental maths. So again, only allowed one pump. I'm hoping that I get a full pump because I'm really scared, so. Oh my god, went all over my hand. Got it on my jumpsuit as well. So technically I can use this stuff that fell on my hand because that was in the one pump. I'll wipe my hand on my pyjama bottoms. So actually I did get quite a bit in that one pump. So I'm just going to spread it around my face. This actually might be too much. And the reason why it looks such a different colour to my normal face is because I wear fake tan and I just freshly tanned last night, so it is a wee bit darker than usual. This actually might be a wee bit too much foundation, to be honest. But can you see how full coverage it is? It's just so good. My number one favourite foundation has got to be this. I also love the Urban Decay All Nighter. That's really good as well. That's more matte. If you have an oily skin type, All Nighter is really good for you because that's quite matte, like I said. And between the eyebrows, can't mess them up. I do look like a bit of a tangerine right now, but don't worry, it will come together. So, I actually thought that wasn't as bad as what I thought it was going to be. I'm just going to use a spoolie and go through my eyebrows with that. There is nothing on this. So, is anybody keeping up with the American election? Because I feel like it has been going on forever. A UK election never takes this long. Of course we don't have half as many people in the UK as what America does, but Jeez, oh, I feel like we're never going to know at this stage. So, anyway, let's not talk about politics. I don't even know why I'm talking about it because I know nothing about politics. Concealer. So, again, I'm going to be taking my beauty blender to blend that out. By doing this makeup challenge, I think it's actually teaching me that I don't need half as much makeup as what I usually would use. Usually for concealer I would maybe dip in about 2 times, sometimes 3, just depending on what foundation I've used, if it's less coverage. Me personally, I don't like natural makeup. You will never really find me wearing natural makeup. I'm either a full glam or no makeup at all. Most of the time, to be fair, I actually don't even wear makeup anymore. I used to wake up at like mad times in the morning before school and do a full face of makeup. Oh, I just put myself in the eye. Oh, I swear. Anyway, yeah, before school I used to wake up at mad times in the morning to get up and do a full face of makeup before going to school. And see now, when I'm going to work or uni, when I could go to uni, obviously we're online this year, I just don't see the point in waking up to do it. I love makeup, but it's just something that I don't do as often as what I used to. I just don't really have the time to do it anymore, but now that I've started this, I'm hoping I can dedicate a Saturday to doing makeup, filming my videos, and it's something that I'm actually really looking forward to. So, onto powder now. This is for my under eye, and usually again I would take at least maybe 4 dips of this. So only being allowed 1 is quite scary. Look at it all dripping off because I put that much up. Yeah, I don't usually like to bake. I usually just put it under my eyes to set and wipe straight off. Baking for me makes my eyes go too dry underneath and I feel like I look more tired. Got my makeup brushes here. So now I'm just going to wipe this away and wipe on top of my eyes to set those. Around my nose. And I don't know if this is cheating. I don't think it is because they're 2 separate products. But I'm going to use a different powder to set the rest of my face. Because as you can see, quite shiny. We don't like to look shiny. We like to look highlighted but not shiny and oily. So I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me powder, matte and poreless, to set the rest of my face. So 1 dip can have 1 swirl like that. That is 1. I don't like a lot of powder, to be honest, anyway. I like it just to take the shine away rather than to actually set, just because I prefer to look a wee bit more dewy than matte. I think it makes my skin look a bit more healthy. Just going to brush my eyebrows up again. So next I will move on to my eyes, and I have a few different palettes because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. Usually I do a brown smoky eye with some gold glitter, so to be fair I think I'll probably just end up doing that again. I love this palette by Lottie London. It was a collab with Twee Lee, who is also a YouTuber. Actually one of my favourite YouTubers, so if you don't watch her already, go and give her a watch. She is so funny. I'm just going to take this brush. This was from Superdrug. I think it's Superdrug's own brand. It's really good though. And I'm just going to go into this shade here. One dip for the two eyes. It's so bad. So I'm just going to dab it on, and try and blend that out. I think that's an alright base to start with. Usually then I would like to deepen up the crease a wee bit more and the outside corner. I don't know what brush to take. I think I'm going to take this brush. I think I got these ones off Amazon. I'm not sure. But I am going to go into the same palette and I'm just going to take a mix of these two shades here. Oh, I've just dipped it! I just dipped it multiple times. Now I can't use this brush. Okay, we're going to scrap that, not use that brush anymore. I forgot what I was doing. We're going to use this brush, which is a different brush. This is the brush I had before. We're going to take a mix of these two shades here. So, this one first, one dip. And I'm just going to put a wee bit on the outer corner, on both eyes. I make the weirdest faces when I'm doing my makeup, by the way, so I'm so sorry if you see me looking a bit funny. I don't actually like that brush, that's a wee bit too big. So I'm going to change to this brush. This is a Real Techniques brush that I also got in Superdrug. Superdrug's my favourite place. I'm going to go into this shade here. Apologies for my makeup looking a bit beaten up, but I'm not careful when I dip into these palettes. I don't buy them to keep them looking nice, I buy them to use them. So again, just a wee bit in the crease to deepen that up a wee bit and blend that out. I already feel like I could be doing with a bit more of that shade, but what I like to do with the sides of my eye is kind of flick it out a wee bit to give it a wee bit of a winged look. I just think it makes my eyes look a nicer shape, and it also gives me a wee bit of a guide when it comes to putting my eyeliner on as well. So I'm just going to take the brush that I used first, no extra product on it, and blend those out so that it's not as harsh. A lot of people have asked me to do a get ready with me where I just sit and maybe answer some questions or assumptions and just do my makeup as normal. So let me know if that's something that you're interested in. I am, again, as I said last time, trying to find my feet with where I want this channel to go, what kind of videos I want to put out. A few people have also said that they want me to get my mum on the channel, which I am trying so hard to talk her into, but it is proving difficult. When I first told her I was going to make a channel, she did not sound up for being on it, so let's all keep our fingers crossed that I can talk her into it and she will come on. I was thinking she could maybe ask me questions that she's always wanted to know but she's never asked me, so that would be a wee bit of a juicy video for people to watch. So if that is something that you think sounds good, just let me know and I will then tell her that you want to see it, which means she has to come on and do it. I'm going to go back to the Lottie London palette, which actually, now I'm talking about this, I think this might be discontinued. I'll have a look. If it's not in the description below, it sadly has been discontinued. But if it's not been discontinued, then I will leave a link to it below. So I'm going to take both of these shimmer shades here. I'm going to take one dip of the darker goldeny one and use that for the centre of my eye. Sometimes if I wanted to give the glitter a wee bit more of a pop, I would cut the crease first with some concealer, but today I'm not feeling that. I just want it to be quite a light shimmer. Now I'm just going to use the lighter one, Same brush but different side. And again, one swipe. That makes me so sad. And I'm just going to use that for the inner corner. And I'm just going to blend it into the darker golden shade that I used 2 seconds ago. And this is how it's looking so far. Now I'm going to do some mascara. So this is the False Lash Queen, and I'm pretty sure I got this in Primark. So one dip. So that is just a new mascara, so I did get both bottom and top lashes done on both eyes, quite easy. Sorry if the lighting has changed a wee bit, it is, what time even is it? Alexa, what is the time?
It's 1:32 p.m.
So it's 1:30. It was sunny, but now I think the sun's gone, so which is why it probably looks a wee bit darker, so I'm sorry about that. Nothing that I can fix though, because it is just the daylight. I do have 2 studio lights here, but I think because it's during the day, they're just not working as well. So now I'm going to move on to contour first. So this is the PS My Perfect Colour, and it's actually a powder foundation from Primark in the shade Caramel. That's it here. And I'm going to use an angled brush with this one dip again, and I'm just going to carve out both of my cheekbones, hopefully. Can't forget about the nose, don't want a big white nose. Now I'm going to move on to bronzer, which is the MAC Dark Deepest. And I'm just going to take this brush here, which is the tapered blush brush. Can't remember where I got this from. I think this was also from Superdrug or Primark. It's the 116. I'm going to take one swirl. There we go. Can't forget about the forehead, the chin and jawline that I have to draw in because I don't have one. So I am sweating. Now moving on to some blush. I'm using this little brush that I've had forever. I cannot remember where I got this. Probably in some kids makeup set thing for Christmas when I was about 10. Anyway, all my brushes have just been washed literally last week, so they are all clean. I've only done my makeup once since then. So this is the Morphe blush palette. It is the 9B, and I'm going to take a mixture of, I mean, is that cheating taking a mixture on the same brush? Probably. I'm just going to take this one then in the middle for both. I don't even know if you can tell that I've even used blush, but anyway. Now I'm going to use some highlighter. This is the PS Glow Up palette, again by Primark. And I love this shade here, and it's called Glow Together. So again, one swipe for my cheekbones, nose, Cupid's bow, wee bit on the chin. Oh god, that's a wee bit too much. I probably took a wee bit much there, so I am just going to go back to my powder brush, nothing on it, and just go over that to kind of tie that down a wee bit. I am going to take a small brush, just this size here, and go into this colour again, one swipe for my inner corners. And I'm just going to take this little small brush as well and go into the first colour in this palette that we used, this one here, and one swipe to go under my eyes. How's that looking? Looks a bit darker on camera than it does in real life. I'm just going to take those clips out my hair now because I don't need my hair to be held back. However, I'm going to tuck it behind my ears anyway. So now I am going to move on to lips, and then I think that's us done. For lip liner, I am just going to do one swipe round my lips where I can't take it off of my lip line, if that makes sense. You'll see. And I'm going to be using the MAC Spice lip liner. Okay, so that didn't go to plan. It is very wonky, but let's hope the lipstick can help that. So I'm going to be taking the MAC Honey Love lipstick. It's a lovely pinky nude colour. It is my go-to lipstick. It's really all I use. And again, just one swipe round the whole mouth. I'm just going to use my finger to dab that out. So unfortunately my camera did just cut out there while I applied some lip gloss. However, that is the only step that I did off camera. So I just took one dip out of the lip gloss, applied it onto my lips and used my finger to dab it out a little bit. So yeah, that was me filming the one dip makeup challenge. I hope you enjoyed. Please do click that like button and subscribe. It is free to do, so I will just wait here while you click the subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching if you did get through the whole video, and I look forward to seeing you all again next Sunday. Bye!